Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. It is currently 6:25 AM, Saturday the 14th of June 2025, and current temperature is 13.2 degrees Celsius, feels like 14.0, 95% humidity, 0 millimeters of rain, 0 kilometer wind gusts. We're over East Innisfail at the moment. This is an update video, so we'll show you here. Depending on the weather and that, we'll go down and show Warrina Lakes, that car park. Now we're going to go along Coronation Drive, so we'll go up and back so we can see it. It'll get lighter and lighter and lighter as we go along. So welcome to this update video. Hopefully everyone's doing well, enjoying the beautiful weather if you're up here. It is winter in Australia. Our winters are quite nice when it's not raining in the morning, and then it just warms up throughout the day. There's Baxter Park and the newer Jubilee Bridge and Innisfail District Police Headquarters across from there. So we're over the east side. We're not moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. No. We're not the Jeffersons. We're not that lucky. But anyway. So they've done some of the pathway here that you can walk on. Oh, they've opened all this here. This was all closed off last time. So I could have went under the bridge. So they fixed up where they'd wrecked it, the pipes and all that. You know, they had to, for all the pipes. We'll probably go under on the way back. Jubilee Bridge there. Trying to get the camera to do its thing, and it doesn't want to. I keep forgetting in low light mode you can't zoom. I didn't want to zoom, I wanted to zoom out. It just seemed like it was a little bit zoomed in. So this one here that we just walked down is Ashton. And this big hill here is Agnes Street. Maybe the whole track's finished. Well, up there, but this is the old part. All this here, where the chappie is with the dog and that. That's all the old part. Tom Miran Way sign. We'll look back here and show as much detail as we can. And hopefully the beautiful sunrise shows up. So it looks like they're not far off finishing all this part. And the pipes and that. And there's your exercise equipment and covered seating. Yeah, it looks like it's still closed off down further. So they're pressure washed a little bit, or something's happened here. It's cleaned it off a little bit. Whole thing needs doing. There's your exercise equipment. Looks like Chappie's going to be stopping every few minutes. See, last time we had to walk all the way down there. We could come here for a little bit and then had to cross over and go onto the road. Like on the road on the way back, we'll see. There's a tall dog. And Ted goes up to the grass stomach. Imagine it was standing on two legs. Whew, a bit taller than him. Not close to it. So we're on Coronation Drive now. Just takes you down near the Innisfail School and behind it, State School. Giving a distance from this dog if the guy accidentally lets go. Whew. Yeah, there's probably a detour up here, but we can have a look. And hopefully by the time we come back around it'll be a lot brighter, be able to see better. hopefully, I think the council is putting more bins along here by what they showed on their Facebook post and the link to their website. So hopefully near that seat there and up further. So I wonder if we can walk on any of this. Further up any of the newer parts. That'd be all closed off and you wouldn't be able to, but we can have a look. We'll take our time, take our time, take our time. If you know, you know. Let me pull him over, stop him. Yeah, well, this part they put in years ago. They could fill in some of the gaps between the concrete slabs. But yeah, and then they just left this horrible hodgepodge of concrete. Yeah, if you have a look at my old videos along here, Coronation Drive, you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's see how terrible it used to be. And it's been like that for like 25 years. Yeah, it should have been fixed at least around the year 2000, 1999, all that, yeah. Walking a little slower because of Chappie. Like I said, I don't really want to walk on the grass if it's wet. Wet from dew and condensation and whatever else. Not the rain. Yeah, I like these trees that have all the stuff growing around it, like goes like vines and that up there. Yeah, last time, because it was later in the day, I walked inside the barriers but as close as possible to the edge some of the time because of a lot of people on push bikes, a lot of people driving, all that. Oh, he's going to walk on it. It's all barricaded, but he'll do it anyway, even though it's his footpath closed. As soon as it's open and we know about it, I'll come back past and I'll walk on it and we'll get back where we just came from. We'll get a full-on detail video of it all. So this is where that older footpath finished, like the new one they put in a few years ago, and where the older one was left for so long. Now I'll go on the inside of the barricade. Looks like it's just as wide. Hopefully it stays as wide. Oh, there's other people walking on it. Yeah, it's closed off though, so a bit of common sense. Yeah. But obviously not ready for people to be walking on it. I'm sure it's fine. It's not going to wreck it or anything, but you know, if it says not to, then you know, 3 people coming this way. Turn the camera slightly, so out of respect, just turn it straight ahead. Whatever shows like we do. Good morning. Morning. So friendly. Yeah, see, it's nice and flat. Oh, yes. I've been mentioning this on my videos for years. It needs doing, and mentioning it on Snap Send Salt, pardon me, and all that, yep, for years and years. I know I went on about it last time, it's so good to see and everything, but it is. When you're someone who walks a lot, it's a lot safer to have a decent footpath. Like I wish there was a footpath all the way out to Marillion. Wish there was one all the way out along River Avenue all the way to South Johnson. Would be amazing. A brand new footpath, and all the way out to Flying Fish Point from the Innisfail State College. So let's have a look at the retaining wall here. I think this is where they had that steps, the railing and that, yeah. come down to go across to Benwell Street. So basically nearly in line with Benwell Street. Yeah, we're in line with Benwell Street now. Kookaburras. There's Benwell Street down there. Got to turn the new seat there and it's turned around. So it faces the river. That's a beautiful spot for it too. I hope they put in a bin there. But like I said, we will come back past because of the lighting. Oh, if they've done further down, like behind the school, then I'll go down there first before I turn back. But yeah, look at that view though. Now they need to just cut back that tree there. Even put a little railing there, wouldn't go astray. Where some people can be a bit silly. But yeah, cut back those couple of branches that are hanging right over because it's blocking the view, and it would be amazing. So we're nearly up to Bartle Street. Just look back where we just came from, show a bit more detail like we do. It'd be awesome to walk along when it's all said and done. It's the side office. UHF channel 15. That's what they use. Yeah, see, there's still part of the old footpath there. I don't know if you can see it through under that tent type thing. There's paper towel in there. Just had to mention that. Yeah, you can see part of the old footpath there too. Just there. Might change over to the other setting soon. Take it off the low light mode. So we're in line with Stanzella now. If you know, you know. It's one of those places. Good morning.
Total 3 kilometers, 41 minutes, 23 seconds.
That 3 kilometers is from where I started my walk, not where I started recording. Hopefully they do something with that seat there, over there. It's hard sometimes to walk slow, but my normal walking pace when I'm not videoing is a lot faster. I go slower so I can show as much detail as possible. Alright, well, we're going to switch settings and see how it goes. Yeah, I just don't know that it's bright enough. Oh, we'll be able to see it on the way back anyway. Just see how far this all goes out. See, along here, half the road's cut off, one lane. You go in my the direction I'm going towards the school. It's the right hand side that's closed off. See what they've got rid of, a few routes and different things. I changed back to low light mode. That was just too dark. Shoot Street. Yes, that is ridiculously steep there. I've only walked it a couple of times. I did it in video. Hopefully they put a railing here. There's a bit of a ditch there, a cliff. Yeah, but they haven't poured the concrete yet. Oh, pardon me. This is where the really nice tree canopy is, and in summer, you in summer it goes a couple of degrees cooler when you walk under there. Certain times. Yeah, it's really nice. And you need that too when you've been walking along and you've walked ridiculous kilometres and all that, and you get a little bit of relief. It's not, pardon me, it's not a ridiculous amount of relief, but it's something. So there's back where we just came from. Sorry, I'm trying to move the camera as slow as possible so you can see it. Sometimes it just jerks along. That's the way the camera works, it just jitters. I think someone's been smoking along here, that's what's affecting me. Yeah, they've thinned out some of the trees here. You can sort of see where they were, by where they filled it in, and there's no grass. It'd be nice if they got rid of all this grass and put nice turf down and looked after it. And I think I had this regularly, cleaned it, pressure washed and leaf blowed. Even someone walking along with a leaf blower once a week would come in handy. Clean this post for these lights here. Yeah, it's pretty cool, this whole pathway network that we're talking about. It's good to see some of it actually coming to fruition. Lighting wise, well, it's nice that it's not boiling hot at the tower, but video wise, wow, we really need some more light. But then it gets warm and hot. So yeah, they were doing stuff up near the school in the last video, if you have a look at it. I need to get a couple of photos too while I'm here, so I can put them on the end of the video like I normally do, and I can use some for the thumbnail if it works. They have to come out clear enough because of the being so not so bright, the weather. And pedestrians, watch your step. Oh, I'm watching my step. I'm looking at it. But anyway, so if I go down there, I'll come out on Marillion Road, but I don't need to. I just want to come up here. Looks like a cat. Right down there where they were doing stuff when I was here last time. Oh, they've actually got a pathway through this part now. They didn't before. Barricaded off pathway. Let's get some photos. Oh, it's good to have some nice photos of things that have been happening. You can look back, see the changes, and we can show some of the old pathway that's still here. It was very uneven, it was very, what would you call it, very crumbly even, very rough surface. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be going along in on a wheelchair or anything like that, and it was narrow compared to the rest. Footpath closed, pedestrians watch your step. So hopefully they do all the way past, even behind the school. That would be pretty awesome. Yeah, well, this is the way a lot of the old pathway was. A lot of it was worse than this. A lot worse than this part. Well, that railing looks alright, just needs cleaning and painting. But yeah, they were doing a lot of work down here. Well, I don't know what, I zoomed in a little bit, but maybe they were cutting this stuff back. I don't know, that looks like it's been down for a lot longer. This is only about a week and a half ago, whatever it was, that I was down here. So yeah, a lot of them were down near this little bridge part, which is East Innisfail State School, the back of Canola Electronics. Of course, Canola Electronics has been closed down for years. I think you just use it as a storage now. Is there any glass here? Yeah, there's glass on the pathway, of course, and on the road too. Yeah, always be careful, especially with push bikes and things like that too. Yeah, they cut back stuff here. I don't know if you can tell. There certainly is. Yeah, someone's coming. Someone just walked across the new part, the part that's all dirt and that they haven't actually cemented. Yeah, they were cutting back stuff here. You can see it here where it was cut back. There's often water flowing through here. Try and show it. We're not going to go all the way through down here, but I just want to show you where they were doing stuff. Yeah, they cut back limbs from up there and everything too. Okay, well, we're going to head back. The lighting should be a lot better by now. It looks it. Might even be able to change the setting to just your standard video mode. Mosey on out on here, bypass that glass. The glass comes all the way out to here. Yeah, so if you park down here to drop kids off at school or whatever, yeah, be wary of it. You never know. Sure, you don't want a flat tyre. But we're going back. Have a bit better look from a different angle. Yeah, I don't know why people just take it upon themselves to walk in barricaded areas like that. But anyway, as long as they don't do any damage, I guess that's fine. Someone jogging with a dog on Merlin Road. They would have jogged up, probably up the hill and down the hill. Uphill and down dale, as the old saying goes. Yeah, they're coming around here. Anyway, we'll continue on our merry way, showing as much as we can. Nose running. This time of the year with all the cooler weather. Even though I really like the cold and the cool weather and that we get. Yeah. I think she went past last time. And she's going behind the school. Cyclist dismount is a different one. I doubt people take much notice of that, sadly. For their safety, it's probably best to. Yeah. I know what's happening. This guy's dumping dirt over the other side. Dumping crap. That's what I thought he might have been doing. Right. Not the first time I've seen people do that along here. It's just different people. Oh, pardon me. He won't come back while I'm doing this. Yeah, he's realised. I personally wouldn't be doing that. There's the guy with the big dog. from before. But anyway, yeah, so it looks like it's going to be quite wide all the way along. I thought it might have gone a bit narrower in certain parts because of the way the trees and that, but no, they just got rid of the trees that were in the way. Fair enough. Hopefully those dogs are behind fences. I think they are. Didn't look like it at first, but yeah. They're very nice. When you're walking along, you'd be hearing that. When you're nowhere near their place, just on the opposite side of the road. Yep. He just raced back across when he thought I wasn't looking. Ah, people. The council goes on about illegal dumping a lot. But anyway, it's up to him if he wants to do that. If he gets caught sometime, well, it's his fine. But anyway, yeah, I think that goes out that little bit because there was that railing there, this part here. It sort of bulges out that little bit, unless you're going to put one of those seats there. I wonder, because that bulges out a bit. I don't know if it shows up on camera. And Lower Shoe Street again, just to give you an idea of where we are. Grass we showed earlier. Not going to come across this part. Yeah, I think if you build this sort of stuff, you gotta maintain it. I know it costs money to do it. I get it, but you know, it just regular maintenance in the long run would probably be cheaper than having to rip it all up and everything. Yeah, it'd be nice if this lasted for another 20 years, but good quality, not like the old one went. But the old one was never great concrete in the first place when I first saw it. In the very early 90s, I think about 1990 when I first saw it. I first walked along here. Right near Stanzella's, if you know, you know.
Total 4 kilometers.
4 kilometers.
55 minutes, 32 seconds. 5,626 steps. Heart rate 116 beats per minute.
Bartle Street. It's been where they were sorting out some of the concrete, cement, whatever. Yeah, concrete washout area. There you go. That wasn't there before. That wasn't there when we walked past just before. Someone's written Bestestimes. We love Bestestimes. I didn't write that on there. Not any chance. I don't graffiti. There we go. But we'll show it. Yeah, it's not my writing. At least someone spelled it right. Usually people don't. Or, yeah. You got to tell them how to spell it or something when they're typing it in to look at the channel. To subscribe and that. Bestestimes. What? B-E-S. Yeah. Guess like that with people. Yeah, that'd be a nice place to sit. Hopefully they put a bin there. Was that? I don't know if that was there when I walked past just before. I don't know. I'll have to have a look on the camera later. If it was there. It wasn't there last time. I know that. So I would have noticed it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of graffiti. If someone has permission to do that, well, that's a different story. Yeah, if you ever see that written anywhere else that we like Bestestimes, let me know, because I don't want to get in trouble for people doing that. I mean, it's all nice, but yeah. Alrighty, continue along. Part that was done those many moons ago. Just here we'll walk along. It's a nice one to walk along, nice part. Hopefully the rest of it's that nice. But there might be workers down there now. There's another vehicle. I don't know what time they start on a Saturday. Oh, yeah. We may not be able to show that properly up there. I've been here before. Back again, I had to send a message. Oh, gotta love the runny nose this time of the year, with this weather. That's the sacrifice you make to having the cold, having the cool weather. Well, it's not cold, but it's cool. It gets colder. We did get down to like 8 degrees sometimes. We did last year. When I walked out to South Johnson, Wangan, South Johnson. Oh, it was lovely. It was nice. There was all fog and that around. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Pardon the noise. Yeah, there's definitely workers in behind the fence up here. We can walk on the outside. So it's got a 2 here. So I wonder why the 2's there. Really nice lighting right there just now. I'll quickly show that. In between the trees. Oh, trying to stop my nose from being so runny. Didn't really achieve much. But anyway, back on our trek. I don't know that we're going to get the Warrina Lakes part done today, but we'll get down the KFC, the new KFC, and that. Show that as much as we can. I did show a bit when they had the gates and that open. On yesterday's video, I think it would be part 3 of yesterday's video. That'll be available later in the week, like next week. There's 2 videos from yesterday. There was a part 2 and a part 3 of the detailed videos one. I like this lighting. Get a photo of the lighting too. May not show it very well, but it's just there. It'll show off in the video. Though often does when there's lighting like that. Maybe not as good, but it does show up. So we'll see. Anyway, we'll try and go under the bridge and around where we couldn't go last time. It's a lot safer than trying to cross over that part of the bridge. Oh, sun's in the wrong position now. Right in my eyes. Near the fitness equipment. It's Coronation Drive, Agnes Street, and then Ashton up there. It's the side office, Flexi Hire, it's got written on there. Yeah, it's all open. Fair enough. Can't show any there while they're there. That's alright. Go through here. Wow. Yeah. It's going out that pole pretty full on. With pipes. Nice if they had a bin here. Right where this rubbish has been dumped. Broken glass. And people coming towards me. Morning. That's your lawn bowls. And then your part they put on last year, I think. Back where we just came from. We'll go up over the bridge and then we'll stop this part and go to the next location. So I want to show where they were mowing yesterday. When I come along doing the other video, or the detail ones. Someone playing loud music coming along. Oh, it's just on their phone, but it'll be copyright. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, beautiful weather, beautiful lighting. Be nice on the river over there now where these people are. They're doing a bit of fishing. Turn the camera away, as we do. Morning. Blue wagtail. Show the beautiful Johnson River. Bit more. Definitely needs the grass replanted or replaced here, because it all becomes just weeds when they had all the pipes and that over there. Become quite horrible, and the signage for the bridge really needs to be fixed up. Well, this bridge was put in here in 2011. That's when they opened it. It says it on the sign here. Casper Coast Regional Council, 2011. Oh, it's cut back a bit more than I expected over here. Couldn't really see it properly earlier when I walked past, because it was quite under darkness. Well, there you go. Anyway, see here we're flat out reading this anymore. Hopefully they do all this up, make it really nice. It'd be nice if there was a seating area just over there somewhere. I don't know, with a bit of a view. But anyway, we'll be back at the next location. Here at the old infant welfare place. They've got rid of all the nice flowers that used to be here. Little chappy. But yeah, there used to be a lot of flowers in that here. Nice flowers that I've taken many a photo of over the last few years. Yeah, this infant welfare place across from the CWA at the corner of Rankin and McGowan Drive, Rankin Street and McGowan Drive. Anyway, we're back when I get to the next location unless I see something different, something extra. So we're going to try and show some of this KFC, but I think there's workers there, so it makes it a little harder to poke the camera through or over the fence. But they had the gate open yesterday, so have a look at that video, part 3 when it's available. You'll get more of an idea. But we'll stand over this side, show it for a bit while we're here. There's a couple of utes there, that's what makes me think, yeah, there's people inside it. KFC signs up, put up a few days ago. This is next to Vinnie's, the corner of Lily and Ernest Street. Crossing the BP, crossing the Crown. There's your BP there. Where I'm standing is near the Crown Hotel. As you can see here. Crown Hotel signage. Oh, yes. Pardon the sniffling. moseying on across. You can sort of see through the barricade here. Get an idea. Red seats in there. There's KFC signage. Drive through. I'd say it'll come out here onto the road. Going by that, just by the way it's designed there, and then back over the other side as well. I don't know. Have to wait and see. We'll get video when it's open, for sure. It's Crown Hotels to give you context. Anyway, let's move on to the next location. If it's open, we'll go in and have a look at the Warrina Lakes car park. When it's not open, we'll come back another day and it'll be on another video. Okay, we are down at Warrina Lakes, corner of Emily and Charles Street. It is, let me have a look. It is 7:33 AM and they're actually open. Yeah. I don't see any workers here. Yeah, you got your rangers and that, but I don't see anyone else. They might come down and say, oh, you can't be in here. Not yet. Oh. It doesn't look any different the last time I was here, and that was a year ago. A week ago, around a week ago. Oh, no, I think, no, they have done stuff. They have. There's extra done. Yeah, because it was pretty deep before. I just hope they do proper cement at last. So I can get, yeah, so it lasts longer, it doesn't get all potholy. So the last way they did it was all potholy. Temporary parking ahead. Elmo's going to notice me now because come along. Because he's walking back to his ute. He's emptying bins and that. But anyway, yeah, they filled it in from when I was last here. That's good. Does look nicer. All done like that, but I hope they, yeah, finish it off. Add more to it. I can put cement or something because it's just going to end up with potholes and get wrecked. Wreck and ruin and all that, as they say. See if old mate comes down and says something. It's a pathway that's been there for a while. They've cleaned that off too, which is good. Looks like it's just going to be some sort of road base. I hope they put another layer on there. I really do, because I know how bad it was before with all the rain we get, and you need it fixed up. Well, the chap never stopped and said anything. Seemingly you don't care. I'm not doing anything wrong anyway, so. I know he's pulled up. He's pulled up. See if he says anything. Well, I'm nearly finished anyway, so if he kicks me out of here, well. Anyway, well, there's a couple of bins here he might be coming to. Anyway. But yeah, I'll have a look over here. They've put in this up here. I don't know if somebody's just moved that over there, the bike rack and that, for the the mini pump track, and the other pump track behind it, the bigger one. And that. If there was more shade over there, especially for parents watching their kids. See if Chappie comes over to where this bin is and says anything. I hope not. I know I'm not doing anything wrong. We're in the Lakes Community Parklands, Innisfail, Mamu country, or Mamu as they say nowadays. I don't know why they change it. Mamu, all the time I've known it, till the last couple of years. Upgraded sealed car park, that's what it says there. New nature playground, they should have ticked that off. They haven't done the signage on the Bruce Highway, new directional, Grey Street, Ernest Street and Campbell Street. New arrival feature signage, they haven't done any of that extra part yet. They've only done the pump track and the nature playground. And they've started the upgraded sealed car park. Anyway, I think Chappie's gone. He's still over there. So cleaning the tables down. It's alright. Maybe it works. It's good to see actually. Anyway. This is the nature play. Show a bit of that and then we'll call it quits for now. I've already walked today 6 kilometres, nearly 7. We'll show what we can while there's no kids here. There's a twin barbecue there with a bin. Wish that bin had somewhere for it to be put on, like hung off or whatever, so it's less likely to get knocked over or taken away. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Bestestimes keeping memories alive for us and future generations to see. If you want to help the channel out, check the links in the description. Or see the thanks button provided by YouTube. Stay safe, stay cool. And we'll catch you in the next one. Stay tuned for the photos.